second walkthrough. This one we're going to go through my Algebra 2 course. And I'm just going to click on it here. Again, what you'll see as soon as we get in is I have my long banner here. I made that in Google Slides, and I made sure I centered my title so that that shows up when I have my courses drop-down menu. Now, this course has actually undergone some changes from how I initially set it up. So what you'll see here is I have my little classroom, and there is an interactive component for this one. It's right here where it says click here for extra help. So this actually takes the students to a Google form where you can sign up for different office hours. So then the next thing that we have here is on the left some buttons. So Clever, because they might log into, well, they do log into that pretty frequently. It's how they get to our Zoom sessions. Home Access Center so they can check their grades, contact info, and school email. Each of these are linked within my Google Drawing. On the right-hand side, I found that organizing by unit or by topic didn't super work with my kids this year, so I'm doing it by week, and I've had a lot more success with that. Is it the way that I would choose to do it? No. So personally, if I was to create something online and I didn't have any constraints, it would be completely do at your own pace, and I would have it listed out by unit. So like unit 1, get it done, you get your check mark, you can move to the next one. However, that's not what we are allowed to do, so I do have to work within that. And what I found is that when you have to have daily classes going through the material, the best way to structure it was by week. So what I did here is I just typed in all the things and I linked it to the folders in the course so that they don't have to go navigate through the folders at the bottom. I have a disclaimer here about how often I check stuff, just as a cover myself, and then I have our Zoom class. Now down below here we have our SLT, and like I said on my last video, there's usually a video there explaining what's going on, but I did already take it down. One of my big things that I'm very proud of being able to embed here is this what do I need for attendance and grades. So what I did to create this setup within Schoology is I put my Google Drawing up top, I used import embed, and then after I did that, I went down and I made a table. On the left-hand side of the table, I import embedded the SLT that we are required to have. This updates automatically from the Google Slides file. And then on the right side, I have the what do I need for attendance and grade for my table. And what I've done is this is just a Google document that I have published. And if you look here, you'll see all these things that are in blue. That's because I have linked our assignments straight to it. And after we've done it, I go back and I put the date on there. So what's nice about this is if a student doesn't let's say they go on Home Access Center, they see, oh, I'm missing my lesson 9 practice problems. They can just right click here, open it in a new tab, and it takes them straight to it. It's just one more thing that I think makes it easier for students to keep track of what they had to do. It also makes it so that, hey, these are all the assignments for the course in one place. Is it really necessary? No. But am I having more success with getting students to turn things in? Yes. So that's why I'm pretty happy with myself for being able to get that imported and set up there and have it work as nicely as it does. But yeah, so it's just like a setup. I like it. Again, you can click on any of the days in this week and you will see what's going on. So for example, if I click on Tuesday, there should be a video here, but it's the check your skills quiz. So yeah, there we go. Click on Thursday. So there's a video here that tells you, you know, here's the topic that we're learning. We use Desmos for the lesson and so that they know what's going on. So if I keep scrolling down here, you'll just see the folders that go with it. And like I said, the best they were doing was with a weekly video, or not weekly video, weekly folder. So what I've done is I've just limited this to a couple folders here. So we always have the current week's folder up top. So it's right there. And then after the weekends, I just drag and drop this into the past materials folder. So if I just take this down here, did I put in any sort of I'm putting the latest one at the bottom. There we go. And you can see each week has different things in there and you can get a feel for, you know, I'm doing a lot of assessments because we're using practice problems that auto check. You also see it says must complete because they have things they have to do. In the future materials, I have the folders for the future weeks, and all I do is I drag that out and set it up top so that it's where I want it to be. Next thing up after my different materials folders is some extra videos and resources. So I did teach this course one time before. This is the first time I've ever gotten to teach a course for the second time. So I learned my lesson and I improve. At least that's what I try to do. So all of the slides that I have, what I've done is I've taken that Google folder that they're in and I have just linked to it so that I don't have to worry about updating it ever. If a student wants to see slides or any slides that I've ever used, they're in this folder because that's where I store them in my drive. And I don't have to think about it after setting this up. I'm very much a person who, if I can set things up one time, I'm going to set it up one time and then not have to worry about it. Then I have different videos. So these were old videos I had. In this case, Edpuzzle wasn't working. But you'll see there's a bunch of videos in here that I have made for my students to go through the materials. Now the last thing, which is my newest thing here, is student-submitted help videos. So we do teach with the IM curriculum, Illustrative Mathematics, and what they have is something called a Check Your Readiness. So they take the Check Your Readiness, chances are they don't know anything on it, and what we usually do is we'll just go over it. So what I did, because I had to be out for a meeting this week, was I actually had them do an Edpuzzle video going through it, and for each topic on it, they had to go find a video. And I just took those links that they gave me and I put it into a Wakelet here. And you can see that I've embedded it as a page using the embed code from Wakelet. And you can see all the different videos that the students have come up with. I just labeled it based off the topic, so we have literal equations here. And I can go through and see what, an example for each topic. So this is something new that I have added for the students, but I like it because, it shows a little bit about them. So that is my Algebra 2 setup and what I have going on. Make sure if you like this video, you like and subscribe. Have a good one, and I hope all's going well. Bye, guys.